Итак, всем снова привет, с вами Килона, это 10-я серия Memento Mori 2. Так, сейчас нам нужно осмотреть место преступления, вот это. Давай смотреть тут все. Так.
I don't think that's a good idea. I saw it in the photos in Lyon already. The blood belongs to one of those technicians. There's no need to analyze it again. That's weird. I don't remember seeing an overthrown spotlight in a photo with the Bible. Although, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was there.
Я помню, не был. Я столько раз эти фотки. Давай еще крест посмотрим.
The cross is heavily damaged. It's hard to say if it's the result of the earthquake, vandalism, or simply the ravages of time.
Опять на экране такой появился шум небольшой, да? Прикольно. Так. Так шагает еле. Ладно, я просто хотела обойти с той стороны. Маркеры.
I'd like to take those tags. And those photos too. That is, if you don't mind.
Sure. You can mark everything you consider important here. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Так. Фотки. Ой, теперь можно листать вот так. Сейчас.
St. Peter's Church on Mission Street. That's where it happened.
Мы сейчас здесь находимся. Цвета, спектр цветов. Такое ощущение, что это ультрафиолетовая лампа.
The fact that the painting is visible in UV light means that it's made of blood.
А тут есть ультрафиолетовый свет, нет?
Kira has a simple portable laboratory here. I'm sure she'll help me with analyzing some clues.
Кнопки еще можно... А, там еще можно пройти дальше.
I'll take those thumbtacks.
Умывальник, что тут еще?
It's empty. The burner is cold. I'm not getting any coffee from this, and even if it worked, it would be highly unprofessional. I'm not sure how I should use them. I'm definitely not going to drink from any of them. I hope no one will mind if I take this washcloth.
Зачем? Чё, больше ничего нельзя взять, да? Ну ладно. А, это что?
I won't turn it on idly.
Ну ладно.
This confirms what I guessed in Lyon already. An overthrown chair, several drops of blood next to it, and a helmet. Someone fell to the ground here straight from the table. Or someone made them fall.
Коридор еще есть.
We rejected that escape route as unusable. The corridor leads to the building site next to the church, but the report says the door was locked. There's a strong smell of gas here. Good that the FBI has separated the adjacent room with a plastic curtain, or else Kira probably wouldn't be able to work there. I probably should try to shut off the gas, but God knows where all those pipes lead to, so I don't feel like shutting them all off. Maybe if I find the exact place of the gas leakage. I probably should try to shut off the...
В коридор можно выйти. Стоп. А, ладно.
I think this might come in handy, but it's too high.
Высоко.
The barrel is almost empty. Only a thin layer of something...
Как ты это смогла определить, не заглядывая в бочку, что там песок какой-то?
I'll take the piece of paper. Maybe I can find some use for it.
Кусок бумаги зачем? Паяльная лампа. О, такой свет красный.
I've no chance of moving that pallet. There's a full pallet on the lid. I've no chance of moving it.
И все, да?
That door won't open. The report says it's locked and blocked by that pallet. Someone has very inconveniently put it there.
Специально. Пойдем обратно. Вот этот выключатель.
No! Don't
О,
do
господи, я же
that! Have you
испугалась.
lost your mind?
What? Why? The gas?
Of course! What do you think would happen if there was even a single spark? You don't remember the report stating that the gas is explosive?
Sorry, I didn't realize.
There is still a leak somewhere, so we have to stop it first. Then we have to ventilate the gas that's already here, and then you may play with electricity as much as you please.
Sure, and thanks. Such a stupid, foolish mistake.
Agent Duran? Oh, are you here?
Oh, yeah. You'll surely enjoy him. It's really a remarkable experience working with him.
And what about the gas?
I'll try and find out where it's leaking before you finish with him.
Кто там пришел, интересно?
Agent Duran. So you're the one who's gonna show us how to do it right, huh? Oh, my apologies for Edwards.
А, это тот
Don't worry
самый.
about it.
That man's head is hollow. But people on the streets respect him. I don't care why. Yeah. And here's the FBI report about the technician who wasn't here when it happened.
Так, не знаю, читать это или не нужно. Агент Сэмюэль Р. Тиссон пытался опросить субъектов городской больницы Сан-Франциско 1001, Портрера-авеню. Согласно больничным записям, он поступил 24 сентября в 14:42. Он был доставлен без сознания коллегами, пропавшими субъектами в этом деле, с ранами, нанесенными валуном, упавшим из пролома в потолке тоннеля. Помимо 3 сломанных позвонков из-за вывихнутого правого плечевого сустава, субъект получил глубокие рваные раны головы, тяжелую черепно-мозговую травму. Ему немедленно была оказана медицинская помощь, но его состояние было признано стабильным. Согласно его выписке, он покинул больницу 3 октября по собственному желанию, то есть за несколько часов до приезда агента Тиссона, так что было невозможно опросить субъекта, как будто он специально сбежал. Вероятно, что Теодор Яцек избежал судьбы своих коллег, поскольку не покидал больницу до дня, следующего за тем, когда было совершено преступление. Ввиду этого есть подозрение, что он может быть в опасности, и его собственное быстрое бегство из больницы и нынешнее неизвестное местоположение могут свидетельствовать об этом. Принимая во внимание вышеупомянутый факт, Теодор Яцек был включен в список пропавших, и его розыск ведется в настоящее время. Интересно.
Well, continue with your investigation. By the way, it's pretty neat in here, isn't it?
Well, one certainly can't choose a crime scene.
That's right, at least if you're not a psychopath who paints with human blood. Alright, it's all yours. It's already been documented both by my guys and the FBI, but if you think you can find something...
That metal door is closed. Do you have a key?
Of course. What do you think, we're totally incompetent here?
So could you please unlock that metal door for me?
Let's go. And by the way, have you noticed you've been getting our full cooperation with anything you've asked for? It'd be nice if you mentioned that in your report.
Окей.
And it's open. Nothing's stopping you now.
Could we now go over what we know?
Well, we've got 3 missing engineers. The 4th one was lucky. He was at the hospital when it happened. Look at this folder. The culprit? A fanatic out for publicity.
And where would you say those missing persons are?
What do you think? Dead, of course. Their bodies are probably in the bay or
Они не нашли их
dumped
тела, что
somewhere.
ли?
Now try to do your best. I've got to go deal with Edwards again. And take care not to stumble over anything. One can't be too careful.
Почему они все пузатые? О, мы играем за нее? Да ладно. Если мы играем за нее, то она тоже является каким-то ключевым персонажем в этой игре. В Memento Mori я играла только за Макса и за Лару, и все, по-моему, да. Так, нужно найти, что здесь. О, мы можем отключить, можем как-то здесь что-то делать, короче. Так. Вот здесь какой-то шум, вот. Какой-то пш.
The gas leakage is probably pretty weak. I'm not going to find it by using my hands only.
А чем? Пистолетом. Можно посмотреть. Я думаю, у нее такой же кошелек, как у Лары будет. Ладно. Так.
The gas leakage.
Окей. Явно слышно, что вот из этой трубы что-то шипит. Так. Может быть, перекрыть все краны?
That's strange. It seems it's impossible to turn off the gas in all the pipes at once. I'll have to find from which pipe the gas leaks. Before I tamper with it anymore, I...
Тут же слышно, из какой. Вот здесь. Здесь сильно, и здесь слабо. То есть какая-то головоломочка такая, да? Найди по трубам. Вот эта труба уходит вверх. Эта труба вот идет. Опять же уходит, фиг знает куда. Хотя хз нет. Она не уходит, по-моему. Сейчас. Господи, я уже потеряла. Вот идет, идет. Нет, она идет прямо. Ну вот я же говорила, вот из этой трубы.
The gas leak...
Как ей доказать, что отсюда?
The gas leak...
Может быть, ей указать на это? Нет, нельзя что-то. Она не видит, какие показатели, где 0, а где нет.
Before I...
Ой, ладно. Давай что-нибудь думать еще.
The gas leakage is probably...
Ладно, пойдем дальше, пройдем. Мне кажется, здесь больше ничего. Пока что ничего нету.
Huh. Maybe I should use a piece of paper to find the place where the gas is leaking.
Да? Да ладно.
I don't need the blowtorch.
Окей. Я не знала, что этим листком можно определить как-то. Я по звуку услышала откуда.
Yes, if I find the correct place, the paper scrap will surely react.
Как она должна отреагировать? Странно. Вот. Офигеть.
This is it. This is where the gas is leaking from.
Магия.
Now I'll wait for Laura.
So?
I know where the gas is leaking from. It's from this joint. I don't think we can fix that, but I guess we could turn off the gas mains.
Great. I think I can do this myself. You can get back to whatever you're doing there.
Так, мы определили, где газ. Теперь у нас есть тряпка, кстати. Нет, нет, нет,
The
назад.
bottle is almost...
Какая бочка. Вот. Может быть, тряпкой замотать, я не знаю. Вообще нужно перекрыть. Какая там вот эта.
It seems damaged. Stopping the gas flow isn't going to be that easy.
Кажется, мы только прибавляем. Вот, можно, вот. Сейчас быстро нажимать до 0. Этот заел. О, это головоломка очередная. Окей, я поняла, это значит нужно. На -3 примерно, да. Еще на чуть-чуть.
And done. The gas isn't leaking anymore.
Ура! А вот это что? Шестерка там. Ну ладно. А там еще было... Ладно, все. Давай поговорим с ней.
Kira?
Yes, Laura.
У нее такой классный макияж у Кейры, кстати. Странно, что это разрешает ходить на работу. Это смоки айс, ведь, да? То есть верхнее и нижнее веко черными тенями накрашено. Так.
Someone should look at that place where the gas is leaking to check if it really was caused by the earthquake.
Absolutely, they certainly should.
Am I to put those tags everywhere where I think there's some interesting clue?
Exactly.
But you've already searched here and recorded it all, haven't you?
Well, firstly, we haven't finished here yet, and secondly, if I knew you wouldn't find anything new, I wouldn't rush you here from halfway across the world, would I?
Did the experts from the SFPD notice that smudge?
Did somebody drag something here? Or someone?
Exactly, but why does it end so abruptly? I think he carried the bodies wrapped in something. Maybe he cut their throats here, and then, when finished, he dragged them to some plastic or a sheet.
Absolutely. That explains why there's not much blood around here.
What about that Bible?
I've noticed it, but there are no marks on it. No fingerprints, blood, nothing.
Is it possible it belongs to the murderer?
You mean he could be some religious fanatic? Maybe. But for someone like that, the Bible would be sacred. And he wouldn't just toss it here.
Прикинь, если это Макс убил всех. Не знаю, почему мне такая мысль сейчас пришла в голову, но это дебильная мысль.
That Burke isn't exactly a genius, but I've seen worse. Much worse.
Yeah? Just wait. He'll surprise you yet. We usually get along with the police without any problems, but he's the exception to the rule.
Do we know anything more about those missing technicians?
Argo reputedly sent us something already, but it hasn't gotten to me yet. The internal communication is terrible. Sometimes I think it would be faster to throw a bottle in the sea than to send an email. In fact, the only new thing I've discovered is that Argo originally sent 4 technicians, but the 4th one, a certain Yatsek, had to go to hospital. A blessing in disguise.
Do we know something more about Yatsek?
We'll certainly check him, but I wouldn't expect much. Maybe he will tell us something about his missing colleagues, but that's probably all.
Будем об этом говорить, не знаю.
So you think about China often?
Of China, of Russia? Mostly of Golovkin's expression when he found out he sold all those smuggled jewels to police agents. We should have taken a photo of him then.
Well, it wasn't so funny then.
But it ended well. So what? It all made more sense then. The work had meaning.
Problems in the agency?
Oh, you don't want to hear it.
Do you want to talk about your work? About how you are doing?
I don't now. I'd rather not. This work is really cursed. It gets you into situations that probably don't have any understandable solution. No matter what you do, in the end, you'll have to defend it all before some idiot having no idea what you're talking about.
What's happened? Some specific case?
Nothing I'd want to dig any deeper into. You and SWOA are more or less an independent department now, right? You should appreciate that. I mean it.
Газ еще, видимо, не до конца выветрился, потому что когда мы с Кейрой разговаривали, по земле такая хрень. Типа газ еще оставшийся. Хотя газ, по сути, должен быть в воздухе. Почему он по земле плывет, я фиг знает. Так, что нам теперь делать нужно? Зачем я сюда зашла, я не знаю.
It surprises me how many potential weapons I see here, and yet...
Так, мы там были? Да, мы там были. Что-то я хожу кругами, не знаю чего.
Kira had a detailed photo of one of the figures. A detailed.
Нам надо, кстати, найти
Another
фотку. Да, господи.
This photo differs from the way the crime scene looks now. I wonder what happened there after the shot was taken. When I arrived at the scene, the spotlight...
Спросить у Кейры. А, смотреть светильник можно.
I don't think... In the photo, the spotlight is standing. I should find out what's happened here.
Правильно, значит, у Кейры спросить. Наверное, если она знает, конечно.
Kira, do you have a moment?
Sure. Do you have anything new?
There is no fallen spotlight in those pictures. Do you know how it happened?
If it's not in those pictures, it had to have happened recently. And because I work for the FBI, you can probably guess who to ask. And because I work for the FBI, you can probably guess who to ask.
Yes, I think I can. I think someone fell here. Do you see the knockdown chair?
Maybe a struggle. I don't think so. If the murderer was alone against 3 adult men.
Yes, someone would have grabbed something and used it as a weapon. I take it you didn't find blood on anything?
We have a UV lamp here, if you wish to see for yourself.
So let's rule out a struggle. What else is there? Did he drug them somehow?
I had that idea too. But it's not the gas, otherwise we wouldn't be talking here now.
Она сказала, что у нее есть ультрафиолетовая лампа. И где она? Так, ладно. Может быть, нам нужно на улицу выйти с Берком, поговорить, спросить. Или Борг, как его там зовут, я уже забыла. Ой.
If I'm saying I told you something, then I told you. You think I'm lying?
No, not that. Maybe you just forgot.
No, Edward. Forgetting is your specialty. Look, our dear guest from France has finished. So what did we overlook? Or maybe we can help you with something.
Down in the corridor, there's a door leading to the building site.
And?
It probably would be useful to look there.
Maybe it will surprise you, but we looked at the building site over the fence. The other side of the door is filled with more pallets. So, wait for it. And so it's useless to interest ourselves in the building site. They call that, dear miss, a deduction, you know?
So originally there were 4 of those structural engineers. What about the 4th one? The one who survived? Who is he?
Yatsek. Yeah, but he wasn't there with them. Reputedly, they rushed the work too much. Something broke loose somewhere and wounded him. He had to go to the hospital, and that saved his life. He won't have much to tell us about what happened here.
I assume you've seen the blood test results? Anything interesting?
Sure, of course I have. We don't dismiss any evidence. And if something like that is found, of course we try to utilize it. I'm not a novice. I know that every little...
To the point, please. The blood tests.
I only wanted to emphasize we certainly haven't underestimated anything. According to the analysis, the blood belongs to 3 subjects. One of them has been confirmed to be one of the 3 structural engineers. To confirm the other 2 is only a matter of time.
I already have some information from the folder we received. Is there anything new?
Nothing I know about, but there is one strange thing. You probably know how much blood the average male adult has.
Сколько крови? Много литров. Я не знаю точно сколько. Точно не 4. Либо 5, либо 6. Давай-ка я погуглю, чтобы не оплошать перед этим чуваком. Мне кажется, 6. Интересный на самом деле вопрос, потому что все зависит от веса человека. Например, если 60 килограмм весит, то это 4 литра, а если 100 килограмм, то 7 литров. Давай ответим 4.
I would say it's a little more than 4 liters.
Not quite, it's about 5. And now think about cutting the throats of 3 people. Or even just 2. You'd expect more blood around here, wouldn't you? That man had it planned, I'll tell you that.
That sounds logical.
Logical thinking won't help you much, miss, when you don't have enough practical experience. Luckily for this case, I've got both.
Как он меня бесит.
That will be all for now.
Сидит тут своей жопой жирной на машине, нифига не делает. Так, мы его не спросили про то, что нам нужно. Она почему-то не спросила про это, я не знаю. Так. А вот та самая стена, кстати, я что-то до этого не видела.
I can see almost nothing on the...
Вот эта лампа. Вау, так красиво сразу.
So here you are. Who might have made you? And why do you have so much in common with Max?
What are you saying? Did you say something about Max?
Она не знает про Макса.
How is he, anyway?
Well, I'm telling myself, why is it here? Why just those 4 paintings? Why not any others?
Why do you never answer me when I ask about Max? Did something happen? I don't mean to pry, but look, if you don't want to, don't say anything.
You're right. I don't want to. Please don't be angry, but no, not now.
All right. I won't push
Почему она
it.
ей не рассказала? Разве так сложно, что ли? Пипец, делает какие-то сложности из ничего. Сказала бы, да и все. А то нет, нет. Окей.
It wouldn't be easy to wipe off the blood. Moreover, why should I do that? It wouldn't be easy to...
Может быть, сравнить с фотками.
The UV light shows clearly I doubt it would be wise to tamper with the evidence in any way.
Как?
When I look at those handprints, I feel they have to have some meaning. Are they here to alert us to something? A palm, a handprint, a hand. What did he want to say with it? A torn piece of plastic bag. But those stains look like blood. I should tell Kira about it. It's Gabriel from a painting by Domenico back in Lyon. If I remember right, this is a cutting from the Annunciation. What if those handprints...
Давай Керри скажем про то, что там лежит.
Kira?
Yes, Laura.
Мы ее замотали, наверное, уже.
Nice. A piece of plastic with a drop of blood, I think.
Why doesn't it surprise me that they overlooked that?
Maybe the plastic was used to wrap a body. Or bodies.
You see, you probably understand now why I wanted you to be here.
That's a hell of a lot of blood.
Have you noticed how evenly spread it is? No actual stains. And I don't think blood is particularly good for painting.
It definitely isn't. What did he hold the blood in? With what did he paint? I saw a brush somewhere around. All that evidence, the tracks he left behind.
He wants us to catch him?
Maybe. Or he wants to be seen.
No letter to newspapers, no crime in a public place. If he wants to show off, then probably only to us. Maybe it's some game of his.
Maybe. I can't think of anything more now. I'm going to look around a bit.
Sure, there's no hurry.
То есть нам нужно найти кисточку на полу. Давай поищем, где она там лежала. Сейчас, она где-то лежала, сейчас.
Another deep.
Где-то здесь на углу, да? Вот здесь. Судя по фотографии, где-то здесь. Странно. Еще раз давай посмотрим. Вот эта фотка. Ой, точнее стена. Крест отражается прям на эту хрень. И здесь еще дырка в полу, вот здесь. Здесь должен быть. Но здесь его, конечно же, нету. Странно. Леса.
Engineers from Argo built scaffolding here. I guess they used it to examine the ceiling.
Она босиком сидит? Серьезно? Почему? Почему Кейра босиком? Или мне кажется? Или это просто куски? Ну, куски, блин. Начало пальцев, а там идут туфли. Либо это босоножки такие. Просто мне показалось, что нам босиком, а это просто тень падает. Ладно, в общем, в следующей серии, я думаю, мы найдем кисточку, если она вообще здесь есть. Хотя мне кажется, что ее кто-то стащил, есть эту. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Увидимся в следующей серии. Всем пока.